I said, hey, 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 yeah.
I said, hey, 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 yeah.
I said, ho, 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 ho.
You're not allowed to say that anymore.
I like that song. Were you rolling on that?
Yeah, man.
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
I say we start with that.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. It's Kim Seal, Elise Anderson, and Willie Percy, and it's time for...
Hey, what happened?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
What the hell happened? Hey!
What happened?
All right, so what happened is just us talking about things that took place this week that caught our interest for one reason or another. And if we ever reference a radio station, it's because we do the morning show at Rock 101 in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So, and if you want to listen to it, it's rock101.com. Yeah, that's what it is.
I've only been here 5 years.
All right, I want to start with a feature that we do called Just the Headlines.
Give me the news, read it in the Sunday papers.
So for Just the Headlines, we have to find headlines from around the world that are real headlines and current headlines. But we don't give you the whole story. We just give you the headline, but that should be enough.
Yes.
All right. So, Kimmy, yours was our favorite headline of the week. Where's it from?
It's from Global News, and it's from Australia.
Australia, Global News, just the headline.
Retirement home residents furious over plan to build crematorium next door.
Old age home, crematorium.
Yeah.
They're furious because...
Wheel them over. Bye, Glenda. Bye. Nice trip.
Hey, listen, in that scenario, is Glenda alive or dead? Is she?
Is it more of a Monty Python thing?
She's
I
on
don't
her way
know.
to the crematorium. All right, listen, there was a bonus headline. You haven't heard this, but it's
Okay.
just kind of fun. This one I thought. Bonus headline. This one comes from the Daily News. And the headline was, wedding photographer arrested after sleeping with guest, peeing on tree, and threatening cops.
Sounds like a wedding.
Yeah. Now, I thought, had it have said wedding goer arrested after sleeping with guest, peeing on tree, and threatening cops, I would have thought, hey, Kim, I didn't know you were at a wedding this weekend.
She could be a photographer.
Right.
I could. I got an iPhone.
True. All right, let's talk a little hockey. Hey, first of all, where the hell is that from?
That is from, it's an updated version of a bunch of Elvis Presley songs. They put a show together down in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, that's right.
And they redid a bunch of the music?
And I have no idea what he's actually saying, but it sounds like,
Sure sounds like he's singing something about hockey.
yeah, absolutely.
Hockey. All right. Well, the reason we got to talk hockey is because Gary Bettman announced this week.
I am delighted to announce that this morning, the Board of Governors unanimously approved a plan of expansion that will bring a National Hockey League team to Seattle.
He sounds delighted.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Listen, if we mention Gary Bettman, we have to mention his adoring fans. Okay.
Yeah, they're all in key.
You're excited.
Oh my God, I'm stoked.
How come?
Well, the obvious, as a Canucks fan, I now only have to go 2.5 hours down the road to see them in another venue.
So that will be kind of like a built-in rivalry.
Yeah.
It's difficult. If you're a Vancouver Canucks fan, the closest teams are like Calgary.
Calgary, Edmonton, but they have their own rivalry. It's the Battle of Alberta. So
Yeah,
we're
they-
kind of just over here.
Well, hang on. Calgary hates Edmonton. Edmonton hates Calgary. But
Yeah.
don't we hate them both?
Yes.
But Calgary more.
Yeah, Calgary seems to be a little bit meaner to us Vancouver Canucks.
It's true.
They
Okay.
are. Yeah.
All right. And so then south, the next city is, what is it, San Jose
Vegas.
or LA or Vegas? Yeah, like it's the hell and gone before we get
Yeah.
more cities. So this new team. So they've come up with some names. The owners have registered 13 names. So to keep people guessing on what it's going to be. Top of the list is,
Totems.
Totems.
which we don't like.
It's an old name.
Yeah.
It's a name that they used previous.
If you don't know, a Seattle hockey team actually has won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, the Metropolitans back in 1917.
The Seattle Metropolitans. So, Kimmy, were you there for
Just-
that, or no?
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, she's so old. Get it?
I'm just joshing. I'm just joshing. But you know, Elise and I are both thinking any minute now.
Hi, Kimmy.
See ya.
See you later. There she goes.
All right. We got a phone caller who said rather than the Metropolitans or the Totems. They are from Seattle. Seattle's famous for Starbucks coffee.
Yeah.
And so
I was just thinking of a name for the Seattle team. I was thinking, because they're the coffee city, how about Starbucks?
Starbucks instead of Starbucks.
Yeah.
You know that there's a promotion coming.
Oh,
That's
no,
gonna happen.
yeah.
All right. And speaking of things coffee in Seattle, Elise, I think you picked up one of the funniest names.
Yeah, someone suggested much like the Starbucks, but Seattle Baristas, and then as a trick, have them misspell every single incoming team's name. So like Chicago, for example, would be like SHICAWGO.
You can sell a ton of jerseys, man.
It's like poking the bear every game.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea. I remember seeing it's a meme, and it was just a Starbucks cup, and the name on it was Bueller.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Bueller.
That's what they say. You should order it on your mobile app
Yeah.
and then never go pick it up.
Bueller. We're moving in on Christmas season.
Feliz Navidad.
And so we're off to Austin, Texas, where the Heerling family, they had a special Christmas display. Everybody's putting up their displays. This one was kind of interesting in that it's kind of like
Clark Griswold
on the roof, nailing down the lights, and then
He grabs the gutter. Yeah, that's
He ends up in the bushes.
yeah, and the ice pick shoots straight into the neighbor's house.
comes flying off the eaves. So the Heerlings, what they did was they recreated the Griswold's house, and then they put a dummy hanging off the eaves trough
Yeah.
with a ladder that had fallen off to the side. Looked like it had fallen
It
off to the
looks
side.
real.
Yeah.
It's a really tall house, too. It's not like the houses we're used to seeing where, if you're hanging off of it, maybe you're 5 feet from the ground.
That's a twisted ankle.
This is like double story, big columns in the front, way up top.
Fractured leg, maybe a broken back.
Yeah, you're hurting yourself.
So people keep phoning 911 to say, hey,
Oh my God! There's a guy stuck on the side of the house.
Yeah, that was the lady who stopped, pulled her car over, ran up to the front, was trying to rescue him while screaming, "Call 911."
So now they didn't make them take the whole scene down. No. But they did say you have to put up a sign. What's the sign say?
It says it's a dummy. Don't call 911.
We gotta like that.
It's
Kind
the
of
Christmas
ruins.
decorations. Come
ruin the
on.
whole thing. Speaking of Christmas decorations, Jerry and Christy Morris from Idaho. Here's what they got: 200,000 lights on their house. 200,000. The neighbors go, "That's okay." They say, "Hey, listen, we're going to have music playing." The neighbors go, "Yeah, that's okay." There's busloads of people coming by to see it. The neighbors say, "That's okay. It's nice. Welcome to the Christmas season." However, they have a nativity scene.
Yes.
And the nativity scene features
A live
Musician.
camel.
Christmas caroling.
That's a camel.
Yeah.
So somebody
like
got their
him.
cell phone out.
Yeah.
And they got this camel going.
Doesn't that sound like a whale?
I like the last one where it's like, no.
This is real.
It's like he's shaking his head no.
So now the neighbors are like, "Hey, man, the 200,000 lights, okay.
Yeah.
The people coming by
Droves
on
of
buses,
cars.
all
Yeah.
right. But the camel,
It's enough.
Putting my hand down this time.
you get that thing off of my damn property.
That's a no.
His ass has got to go. Other things, Christmas, Dyson vacuum cleaners, which are pretty famous. Have you got
Yes.
a Dyson vacuum
I
cleaner?
got a full-size one and the electric one you plug in so I can get out to my car.
So you have two?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a Dyson?
I
She's
also
with
have
me.
2.
Yep.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, portable and one that you plug in.
How about this? There's 3 of us, and among the 3 of us, we've got 4 Dyson vacuum cleaners.
You
right?
don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't have one, but so that's how popular they are. Anyway, you remember when we were kids, they had the kids vacuum cleaners, pretend ones.
That's those ones that pop, right? Almost like it could be a lawnmower or a
Yeah.
vacuum or whatever, and it just had little balls and the air pops them up.
So Dyson goes, "Hey, wait a minute. These kids love playing with a fake vacuum cleaner. How about we make a real vacuum cleaner, but it's designed for kids?"
It's a great idea.
It is.
Stephen Colbert with his take on that.
Just in time for Christmas, Dyson now makes kid-sized toy vacuums that work. Wait a second. Wait a second. You mean this whole time my niece has been faking it? I want that Go-Gurt back, Emily. The idea here was to make a toy that actually cleans as your kids play. So I look forward to other gifts that scam your kids into doing things adults want to do, like Hasbro's My First Gutter Cleaning Jamboree.
He's super helpful right now.
Sure. And
Oh,
but at least the floor. But at least the floor was clean. All right, now Celebrity Cruises did something that we thought was kind of fun.
yeah.
So they took top 40 songs through the ages, and they said any song that made it into the top 40 that mentions a place,
A city, a state, a country,
Anything.
whatever.
we're going to put that in the database. And then we're going to count up for any city how many times it got mentioned in a popular song. So here's how it goes. Number 5 on the list, there's about 100 songs. Number 5 on the list is
Hollywood?
Hollywood. Okay, so now we get it. That's kind of a cool idea.
It is.
Number 4 on the list, California. I think that was featured in like was it 100, almost 100 popular songs. Is California.
Oh, they had tons.
Number 3, also
LA.
also from California, LA.
It ain't warm a Sunday afternoon.
I really wanna be in LA.
Number 2,
London.
London calling to the faraway towns. Oh, London, you're my home.
and no big surprise to any of us, way ahead of any other place on the planet that's mentioned in song at about 160 top 40 songs is
New York.
New York, New York.
So if you want to go visit the Celebrity Cruises website,
It's fun.
it's got a map of the world.
Yeah.
And that's why we say geographical locations, because Hollywood, California, and LA are in the top 5.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then down at the bottom of the list, just barely making it in,
But we made
Squeaking
it.
in.
We're there.
is back the eastern coast of Canada. Where is it?
Nova Scotia.
And now I know you're thinking, hey,
What song is that?
that song made the top 40? What the hell was that? Yeah, that's a song called Letter to America or Letter from America by the Proclaimers. However, it was also featured in. Right?
Yeah,
Love
probably
that song.
Simon.
Okay. Speaking of songs, this song.
Baby, it's cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
A radio station down in the States says, hey, we're not going to play that song anymore because Me Too movement, the lyrical content seems a little creepy. We're giving it the boot. Doesn't fit this day and age. So the CBC in Canada says, yeah, we're with you on that, so we're going to give it the boot. So then major companies in Canada.
Everybody pulls it.
Yeah, Rogers pulled it off their radio stations. Bell Canada pulled it off their radio stations. And how do we feel about it?
I think it's silly. I mean, you can pick just about any song out there and find some reason not to play it. I mean, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is about bullying. I mean, do we want, to have a song being sung about that? I mean, think of all the hip-hop songs that are out there.
Right.
And think of the lyrics. I mean,
So from your
and this is what we're upset about with this?
Yeah, there was a there was a move afoot, and I thought it was generational. I told you, I think it's the generation that grew up with it went, hey, this is okay.
This is my time when I was growing up, and it was a song that I'm familiar with, and I love it.
Right. And
Yeah.
at least at 33 years of age, your first reaction was, well, that's just stupid.
Sure.
But
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because I'm not affected by it. Play the song, it's not going to bother me. But when I first said it's so stupid, then I went and read the lyrics. I was like, how old are you? Because you keep talking about how your parents are going to be concerned. What's in this drink? I really must go. the answer is no. Like
Right.
there's these things that in today's day and age, we're like, no means no, and all these things. But then if you go even further, I had a friend who had actually looked up the beginning, like the origin of the song, and talked about how it was a husband and wife that wrote it together.
Right.
And just the times. You were a lady and a gentleman, and so it was like ladies didn't stay late. They didn't stay over. They were concerned what the neighbor might think,
Yeah.
or, so again, it is generational. And
so
it's interesting.
We looked up what movie it came from, and you know it, and you know it, and I know it.
As a Dean Martin song.
Right.
Yeah.
But it isn't. It came from a film, and the original singer was Ricardo Montalban. Mm-hmm. He should have had a little guy.
Corinthian leather.
The song, boss, the song from the old Chrysler Cordova things, and Fantasy Island, of course. Well, there was a time when he was a movie star, and he sings it to. She looks like she's 30 years of age, the woman.
Yeah.
And it's actually a lovely dance that
It's
they do
a
back and
beautiful.
forth.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any of the connotation that that it's being given now. And then in that same film, it's reversed. At another apartment, there's a woman singing to a man.
Yeah. They did that recently with Lady Gaga and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes,
They
great.
swapped roles,
Roles.
and she sang but
Right.
it's cold outside, and he did the other part.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter what side of it you come down on. It brought up a lot of conversation.
The best thing that could have been done, like this seems like a bunch of people doing it to get praise.
Yeah.
If you're really concerned about it, just take it off and don't make an announcement. See if anybody even notices. Like, hey, they haven't played Baby It's Cold Outside.
Right.
I doubt that anybody's going to notice.
Remember when Kraft Dinner changed their package and didn't tell anybody for a year?
was
And then
the
when they
best.
told them, everybody was outraged, and they said, we did it a year ago.
You're right.
That's what they should have done.
No, well, they came out and said, we're going to change our recipe for
Yes.
Kraft dinners.
Taking out the
powder
artificial
package.
cover.
Yeah, we're going to make it more ecologically sound, and we're going to use ingredients that are better. And everyone went, don't you dare change the recipe. Don't you dare.
Okay, you donkey. We did it a year ago.
And then they said, yeah, we did it a year ago. And everyone went,
Okay,
oh, yeah.
well,
I
just
didn't
keep
really
moving on
notice
here
that."
Oh,
today.
shit.
Do we want to end with the
Sure.
PC version of it?
This is the gentle one.
Okay. So it's Josiah and Lydia, I think. They decided that they would do a modern version of Baby It's Cold Outside.
I really can't stay.
Baby, I'm fine with that.
I've got to go away.
Baby, I'm cool with that.
This evening has been
Hoping you get home
so
safe.
very nice.
I'm glad you had a real good
My
time.
mother will start to worry.
Call her so she knows that you're coming.
And father will be pacing the floor.
Better get your car a
So really I'd better scurry.
Take your time.
Should I use the front or back door?
Which one are you pulling towards
The
more?
neighbors might think.
That you're a real nice girl.
Say, what is this string?
Pomegranate LaCroix.
I wish I knew how.
Maybe I'll help you
to
out.
break this spell.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I ought to say no,
You
sir.
reserve the right to say no.
At least I'm gonna say that I tried.
You reserve the right to say no.
I really can't stay.
Well, you don't have to.
Ah, but it's cold outside.
Kim Seal, Elise Anderson,
Bye-bye.
Willie Percy. And that this week is...
What happened?